I'm Ernie the Rat. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heine, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
Brad, we get a lot of messages from people, I know you want to bring this out, but we get a lot of messages from people wondering how to get into physical therapy school, or what it's like to be in physical therapy school and all that, or what it's like to be a physical therapist. So I thought we'd talk today about the top 3 ways to get into graduate school.
Sure.
And I thought, these are in our opinion, and I thought we have a decent opinion, first off, because we both did get in.
Right.
And second off, I just got a daughter that got into speech-language pathology, or they call it communicative disorders. Mm-hmm. Almost the same thing. I would say if you're trying to get into physical therapy, occupational therapy, or speech-language pathology, these all apply.
Very similar.
Yeah, very similar
Systems, yep.
So number one, did you want to show your rad for somebody? We were saying this is, I mean, it's very stressful trying to get into graduate school.
Ernie the Rat's been trying to get into PT school for quite some time. And just look at him, he's shaking, it's nervous, it's stressful. Just come on, relax, there you go.
Yeah, because this is going to help you. Number one, and you're not going to want to hear this one, but grades are so important. You can't discount how important they are. So one of the things you may want to keep in mind when you're trying to get good grades, 2, pick an undergraduate school. I'm sorry to say this, but that is easy. Mm-hmm. Easier maybe than some of the other ones. If you pick a hard school and your GPA, let's say you go to a good University of Minnesota, University of Wisconsin-Madison, very tough schools, and you get because you went there, you get a 3.2, 3.4.
Even if you get a 3.6, it's not going to, probably isn't going to cut the...
It's not going to help. But you go to the University of Cow Manure and you get a 3.8, they aren't going to care.
Right.
They look at that number. So
they put the GPAs up and they go down. In my case, they went down 60 and they picked 30 from that. They didn't. The numbers was the first cutoff.
We talked to a lot of people that were in admissions and they heavily weight the GPA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you pick a school that's easier. The other thing is I would spread out your workload. If you're having trouble and you're not getting good grades, go ahead and take some summer classes. Take the tough class during the summer maybe, where you can focus all on that. Or maybe if it takes you 5 years instead of 4, I mean, it's not going to do you any good to get done in 4 and then not get into grad school. Right. Because there's no other options then, right, Brad? You're stuck. So you got to get those grades up no matter what it takes.
Yeah, as frustrating as it can be sometimes.
And that goes along with the GRE too, the Graduate Record Examinations. Now everybody has to take those. You have to get good scores on that. If you have to take it more than once, you did take it more than once. Study for it like you would the ACT or the SAT. You got to prepare yourself for it. You got to get a good score on that also.
What about you, Ernie? What did you do? We'll talk to him later.
All right.
He needs therapy.
Second thing that I think weighs a lot into it is if you have had some experience or volunteering in, not necessarily in the field, but in healthcare in general.
Right.
My daughter, I'm just going to tell you right here, she got into the speech-language pathology school, as I mentioned. She had 3.65 or something like that. Very much on the bubble. Right. Very much. I mean, she's going to be very lucky if she gets into school. She did. She got into one school outright. She applied to 7, and she got waitlisted at 3 others. Mm-hmm. She ended up getting in 3 total. But what I'm saying there is she had over 3,000 hours of work experience.
Wow.
And that's amazing. I mean, that stood out, and I think that's what they looked at.
When you're on that edge.
Yeah. When you're on the bubble, exactly.
Right.
So what you want, and I myself, Brad, you didn't do this, but when I was in school and I was a freshman, I used to pick up the newspaper every day. Now it's probably do it online. Mm-hmm. And I'd say, what jobs are available? And I looked every day, and one day a job came available for an X-ray orderly in an X-ray department.
Sure.
Not that close to healthcare really, but I went in there and that did the trick for me. I mean, I was in the healthcare field. Yep. I had a part-time job for a couple of years. I mean, it looked really good. A lot of times you can get a job as a CNA, which is a certified nursing assistant at a nursing home. Again, looks very, very good. Now, you can volunteer, you can go to Africa, you can go to South America. All that's going to look good, but I don't think it's a substitute for being in the healthcare field. People, they want to know that when you become a physical therapist, that you're going to stay a physical therapist.
Right.
So I think that's really important.
I know in my class of 30, when we were done, within a year, 2 of them didn't like it. One became a social worker, and I think the other one got out of it completely, out of the health.
I had one that got out of it completely because she hated working with people, which is just amazing to me. But she was #1 in her class in grades.
Good grades, but
yeah. So yeah, it's very important, and they really don't want a failure rate at all.
Right.
So,
Keep the.
The third thing we did is, again, if you're on the bubble, your choice of which schools you're going to apply to is very important.
Mm-hmm.
What we did is we would look at the top 50 list of schools to apply to, and we'd go to number 49 and 50. I mean, we did that all the way down the line. We found out which schools, and you can also go to their websites, and you figure out, they'll tell you what their average GPAs are for acceptance,
Right.
and they'll tell you the average GRE scores.
Sure.
So it's all right there, and you can figure out, and you make your list of the 7 easiest schools that you can get into that you're willing to go to.
According to the GPA acceptance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The other really good resource, which it's just great because people will talk about getting into schools and they'll talk about not getting into schools. It's called the Grad Cafe. The Grad, G-R-A-D, Cafe, CAFE.com. And that you can find average GPAs. They'll say, I got into this school and I had this GPA and I had this much experience.
Sure.
And it's great for for people who are lamenting and crying when they don't get into it. They kind of talk to each other. But the other thing, so those are the 3 things I look at. Obviously, the paper and the interview are all important.
Mm-hmm.
I just think these 3 are more important. When Sarah wrote a paper for this, by the way, not only did I review it as a physical therapist, even though she's going to speech, somebody in the field,
Right.
rehab field, 2, we actually sent it in and had an internet company review it to make sure there were no grammar mistakes.
Oh, sure.
And
make it
so
perfect. If you
make it
can.
perfect. But I just want to tell you real quickly what it means to be waitlisted, because I think a lot of people wonder what that means.
Say that again. Wait listed.
Wait, W-A-I-T, listed. And
So what does it mean, Bob?
That means you're not in yet. And a lot of people want to know, what's my chances of getting in when I'm waitlisted? It just varies so much from school to school. Like I said, Sarah got applied to 7 schools, got outright rejected by 3, and she got waitlisted at 3, and she got into 1 outright. And in the end, she ended up at the 3 she got waitlisted. She got in 2 of them, but 1 by the hair of her chinny chin chin. I'll talk about that too. But what you want to do when they waitlist, what they'll say is, let's say a school has 30 slots, okay, and you think, okay, they send out 30 letters saying of acceptance. No, they send out 60 letters. That's the one school I talked to, because they knew that at least 30 are going to reject them.
Sure.
So if you're waitlisted, that does not mean you're 31st on the or 35th, or you're probably like 65th or 70th. But the school told me that they often go deep into their wait list.
Sure.
One school she got waitlisted at was the University of North Dakota. They told her where she was on the wait list. They told her she was 15th, and she did get in on that one.
Okay.
The other thing is, I was going to mention, so you have a decent chance getting waitlisted. It's very discouraging if you don't. But one thing which didn't hurt us, Sarah had one school she really wanted to go to. We ended up having her call one day in the middle of the summer, and it just happened that day that someone called and said they weren't coming to the school anymore. And because Sarah called, they go, well, let's look at your file. She got in.
Yeah, I remember
She never would have got in. So I would be aggressive. Unless they start telling you not to call, I would call.
Sure.
If you're on the wait list.
I remember that story.
So
That was pretty wild.
it's very stressful. I feel for any of you who's applying to the school. You have my sympathy, because there's no greater stress. You don't want to wait another year to get in.
You feel like Ernie looks.
Yeah.
You know?
So you just want to punch something. So good luck, and if we could, make your comments below, whatever's helped you, and if you have any questions for us, put them below too.
You better believe it. We're here to help you out. How about you, Ernie? It's okay.
You realize you're cutting a rat off a camera. Nobody's